is there just kind of a sense maybe in the locker room that like some of the success you've had over the last week could prove to be your big breakthrough or kind of maybe a turning point for you guys for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all feeling good. I think the energy's high. Really good win in Minnesota. Had a chance to celebrate together. I think that only helps our chemistry. You know, all that stuff off the court definitely fuels us. We're having fun with each other. We're having fun together playing. So I think it is. I think this is a good moment for us. And, you know, especially we're playing without one of our best players. So to do that in those circumstances, we're really just proud of ourselves.
The Indiana Fever just beat the Aces. The first win for the Indiana Fever against the Las Vegas Aces since I was 22 years old.
The Las Vegas Aces, the self-proclaimed unstoppable dynasty of the WNBA, walked into this game with swagger, championship pedigree, and the weight of their past dominance strapped to their backs like armor.
And Aja Whistle Wilson, my God, you see how many free throws that lady have? Oh my God, on the stat sheet, she had basically 30 points, but all the free throws this woman got, man, they tried their best to keep the Aces in the game, man, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter, man. They destroyed the Aces. About freaking time the Fever finally beats the Aces, man, and without Caitlin Clark.
But what unfolded over the course of 4 quarters wasn't just a blowout. It was a public reckoning, a 27-point humiliation broadcast for the entire basketball world to witness, where the defending champs didn't just lose.
Up, shot won't fall. Goes to what looks like over the back. Well, oh boy, jump ball is the call. Wow, Stephanie White's upset about that. I thought that was over the back. Wow, watch this. That's a jump ball?
They got exposed. It started like a whisper, the sense that this wasn't going to be another routine Vegas cruise to victory. Indiana came out swinging, slicing through the Aces' defense with precision and fire, punching in the opening 6 points, and never looking back. By the end of the first quarter, it was 21-14, and already you could feel the threads of confidence unraveling for the Aces. But no one expected what would come next, a second quarter blitz that turned a competitive matchup into a beatdown.
But this was a big win for the Fever because the Aces were the only team that they had not won at least one game to last season, meaning the Aces swept the Fever last season. They actually haven't won a game against the Aces in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark. This team is crazy. They are beating the #1 team in the league first, and then they go and beat the Aces, who they haven't won to in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark, which is just a testament to how this team is finally developing a rhythm.
The Fever scored 25 points to Vegas's meager 10, shooting an almost unreal 82% from the field.
It's a foul, it's a third. Lexie Hull, tremendous 3 and leads the league at 50%, shooting a 3, draws for charge.
So I think everyone's coming in with a level of focus every day, just right now knowing that, you know, we do have a target on our backs and making sure that we're locked in on everything we're doing in practice. But I think we're taking that energy that we have, that fun, that lightheartedness into practice, because at the end of the day, this is a game. We want to have fun, and I think we play our best basketball when we're playing free and having fun and being joyful and playing together.
While Vegas stumbled through the period at just 24%, clanking shot after shot and missing opportunities even at point-blank range. In the paint, Indiana was flawless, 6 for 6, while the Aces looked lost, managing just 3 of 13. By halftime, it was 46-24. The scoreboard said blowout, but the body language of the two teams said something even louder: domination. Yet, amid all this, the moment that crystallized the night's narrative didn't come on a scoring run or a buzzer beater. It came during a single possession in the third quarter, the kind of moment that reveals character, exposes inequity, and sets the tone for everything that follows. Lexie Hull, the Fever's embodiment of hustle and growth, executed a box out on A'ja Wilson so clean, so fundamentally sound, it belonged in a textbook. Hull put her body in perfect position, rooted herself, and snagged the rebound with the confidence of someone who's practiced that motion 10,000 times. Then came Wilson, leaping in from behind, arms extended over Hull's shoulders, reaching across her back in a clear, obvious over-the-back foul that anyone who's watched one AAU game would immediately recognize.
We've been preaching this all season, being very disciplined and intentional with our actions on both ends of the floor. We're doing that. And it's a high level of activity all over the place. I'm really proud of the girls.
All smiles for the Fever through 20 minutes. It's a 22-point lead for the Fever. Indiana in front of Las Vegas, 46-24.
Wilson crossing over. Wilson hangs. Wilson finishes.
Oh boy. Here she comes.
See, Hull, a much-needed answer for Indiana.
See, after the miss, Hull on the floor again, finds Mitchell, right corner for three. Good! It's Mitchell the other way for two. 57-38 Fever with 3:35 left in the third quarter.
Becky Hammonds had enough.
That's not a judgment call. That's not a gray area. That's a textbook infraction. It should have been Indiana ball. End of story. But instead, in a moment that could have been plucked from satire, the refs blew the whistle and called it a jump ball. A jump ball. As if Wilson was equally entitled to that rebound she literally clawed from over Hull's back. The reaction was stunned disbelief. The broadcasters stumbled through awkward laughter, not because it was funny, but because they couldn't quite believe what they had just seen.
Absolutely frustrated.
Oh, catch and shoot. Connects.
In from the foul line, front of the rim, and it drops. Short rebound, Fever. Mitchell, right wing, open for three. Money!
Holding the Aces to 26% shooting. It's the lowest a Fever opponent has shot in 15 years.
Fever down! Now! Yes, let's get a dub column.
Great job. We held them to 26% from the floor. Nice.
The crowd, both in the arena and across social media, erupted in frustration. It was a glaring moment of officiating failure. Not just a bad call, but an insulting one. A rewriting of the rules in real time. For most young teams, especially against the defending champions, that kind of moment might have cracked their resolve. Hull did everything right and got nothing. Vegas handed an undeserved possession, could have used it as a springboard to claw their way back. For a second, it felt like one of those dreaded momentum-turning calls. The kind that tips tight playoff games, shifts tides, or rescues a dynasty from disaster. But Indiana didn't flinch. They didn't complain. They doubled down. They shrugged it off like seasoned vets and proceeded to obliterate the Aces in every facet of the game.
A'ja Wilson, she got a favorable whistle in the second half, but it is what it is. Superstars get the whistle. Unless your name is, 29 points for A'ja Wilson, 3 boards, 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 9 for 18 from the field goal, from the field, 11 for 13 from the free throw line. Look at the rest of her team. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 6 points, 0 points, 4 points, 2 points, 3 points. Dana Evans, 1 for 10, Dana Evans. Oh my goodness.
I don't know about frustrations boiling over as more to just like making a point. Well, Caitlin says she got me though, so. One more than that. She just got a bonus.
And by bonus, she was meaning the Commissioner's Cup bonus, which was $49 or $43,000 per player, because the prize pool was $500,000. And apparently, Steph White just was pissed about the officiating. I don't know if it was A'ja Wilson's whistle or what.
Like I said, the referees were starting to get on the side of the Aces. They were trying to wheel the Aces back in. And Lexie stepped in and sort of killed it. Kelsey Mitchell never took her foot off the gas tonight, by the way. This is the best thing I've seen from Stephanie White all season long. Right here, she was aggravated by the refs already, and in the fourth quarter, 5:35 left, Stephanie White lost her shit on the sideline. She lost her shit. And let me just play this right here. Roll it.
Lost that lead late.
And you see her.
See on Caitlin
You
Clark.
see her just losing it up here. Losing it.
Wilson misses on
And
a
she
three,
got
and
teed
Stephanie
up
White
right
gets a technical
there.
on the sideline.
And Caitlin Clark loved it.
By the end of the third quarter, Indiana had cracked the game wide open, leading 68-47 and leaving the defending champs gasping for answers. And in the fourth, the Aces didn't just stumble, they vanished. 7 points. That's all Las Vegas managed to score in the final frame. In a professional basketball game, the final score read 81-54, but numbers alone couldn't capture the depth of the collapse. This wasn't just a blowout, it was a reckoning, a full-scale dismantling of a team that once looked untouchable.
With more turnovers than points and assists combined. More turnovers than points and assists combined. We got point guard, aka point fraud. And remember, this is probably who the WNBA player said was also better than Caitlin Clark. They said I'm pretty confident they said she was better than Caitlin Clark.
Really put it on right here. You can see 24 points in the first half for the Aces. I mean, seriously, for the Aces. Points in the paint, 38-20. I mean, it was a dominant win by the Indiana Fever.
Defense is playing phenomenal. Oh my God, it's night and day. I think that Commissioner's Cup gave them swag. Now they're swagging it out. I never seen Natasha Howard so aggressive in my life. This girl is beasting now all suddenly. She is beast moding right now. And Timpson, the rookie, getting block shots, getting steals. Aliyah Boston is just murking, destroying Aja Wilson. I got a Wilson. I got a nickname for Aja Wilson, guys. You know what it is? Whistle Wilson. Because this lady's always getting whistles. She's the person with the special whistle, guys. Every freaking time. And then she goes to the free throw line. Freaking free throw merchant. I think she's related to SGA. But anyway, she's not playing that great.
Aja Wilson, the MVP frontrunner and face of the league, put up 29 points on 9 of 18 shooting, but dig a little deeper and the shine starts to fade. 13 free throws, almost as many as the entire Indiana roster. Her efficiency masked a bigger problem. Her leadership didn't travel. She scored, yes, but she didn't elevate. Not when her team needed someone to settle the chaos and rally the troops. And Chelsea Gray, the so-called floor general who's been casually compared to Caitlin Clark, she was a ghost. 2 points. 5 turnovers. A game that demanded poise and vision got neither from her. The Aces didn't just lose control, they never had it to begin with. Meanwhile, from the Indiana bench, Caitlin Clark wasn't just watching.
The Aces tried to put a little run together to start the third quarter, and Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull shut that shit down. They shut it down by hitting some big shots. All right. That steal led to the only 2 points that Sophie Cunningham had, but it was big. So right here, let's start Aliyah Boston right here. That's Sydney Colson to Boston. She gonna drive into the lane,
Wilson.
and I've got to tell you, she gave Aja Wilson all she could handle.
She was orchestrating energy. She stood, shouted, celebrated every rebound and hustle play like she was on the court. And in a way, she was. Her presence, her fire, her belief radiated through the roster. And the Fever responded. They didn't just play hard. They played together. They executed. They overwhelmed.
Guys, when did Indiana Fever turn into the best defensive team in the NBA? When? I mean, after that celebration from the Commissioner's Cup, we all thought they were going to come out here a little bit hangover. I mean, their defensive prowess has gone up 100%. In the first half, we have Aces down 22 points. We have only beaten Las Vegas Aces 1 time in 9 years. For those who do not know that statistic, we've only beaten them once in 9 years. Their defense is impenetrable. We have 28 points in the paint for the second quarter. We are shooting 90% from the field in the second quarter. This is insane.
Kelsey Mitchell lit up the Aces for 25 points and 6 assists, slicing up defenders like a surgeon. Aliyah Boston dominated the interior with 20 and 7, reminding the league that polish and power can live in the same post player. And Natasha Howard, she was everywhere. 11 points, 10 boards. Commissioner's Cup MVP. Her defense was a masterclass, the kind that makes teams question their entire identity.
Team win, folks. Team win. And you notice the team win, like I said, 24 assists on 31 shots. 24 assists on 31 shots. The Indiana Fever hold the Las Vegas Aces to 26% from the field. 26%. This was a Fever defense smothering. The Aces weren't just missing shots. The Fever defense was all over the place. Defensively, we were all over the place. Neither team could hit a three, except for Kelsey Mitchell. Money Mitch can hit the three.
But the real story was the defense. Sharp, synchronized, surgical. Indiana's rotations were flawless. Every switch was clean. Every help defender was in position before the ball even moved. They held the mighty Aces to 26% from the field in their worst shooting night of the season. And if you take out A'ja Wilson's buckets, the rest of the team shot a jaw-dropping 7 for 43. That's 16.3%. No other player cracked 6 points. This wasn't just an off night. It was a collapse, a complete and total unraveling of a supposed juggernaut. The Fever didn't need heroics or whistles. They didn't need their star. They needed each other. And they showed what it looks like when chemistry, confidence, and hunger collide. This wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a lucky night. This was a warning shot, a statement, a declaration. So to the rest of the league still clinging to yesterday's hierarchy, hoping the Aces will magically rediscover their footing.
DC gang! Fever gang! Down goes the punk-ass Las Vegas Aces, everybody! Kelsey Mitchell, the road runner, out there dropping daggers with a 25-piece. Boston Market with the rotisserie chicken, baked beans, corn on the cob, mashed potatoes, every drink available. The tiny assassin, Harry McDonald, out there slicing through the defense, getting buckets. Asia crybaby ass Wilson, hold this L. You ain't nothing but a free throw merchant, goofy. Indiana Fever, that's how y'all ball. I don't know what's going on right now, but y'all got the momentum. We can't wait till Caitlin Clark is back on the floor.
Here's your reality check. Indiana's not waiting their turn. They're not on the way. They've arrived. And when Caitlin Clark steps back onto the court, leading fast breaks, dropping logo threes, and setting defenses on fire, this Fever team won't just be dangerous. They'll be terrifying.